Okay, today I'm going to be giving you guys a tour of my pickup truck camping setup. I'll go ahead and start with the sleep system. Well, I'll go ahead and start with the below the sleep system. So, I have one of these truck bed liners. It's like a 1/4 inch thick. It's rubber. It came with the truck. I don't know what something like that would cost. Again, my pickup just came with it, and I feel like that does a whole world of good to keep me insulated from the cold bed itself. Harbor Freight tarp. Pick that thing up for like $3-4 at Harbor Freight. You can get them free with a coupon sometimes, so that's pretty inexpensive. I do use a sleeping pad. I actually didn't use one in my entire camping career and just started using this one. This one is the Climate Insulated Static V. It's not their most insulated one, but it's also not their most expensive one. I think I paid around $60 for this. I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, I never really used one, and it's made a world of difference for me. Personally, I've gone camping in probably the upper teens with that, as far as tent camping. In the upper teens with this same sleep system, minus the rubber mat, obviously. So Harbor Freight tarp, Climate Static V, and then I do use the Climate KSB 0 degree sleeping bag. I picked that up at Costco for $110. I really shopped sleeping bags. I really needed a new one that I could also backpack with. This thing does get pretty small. I can obviously post a picture of that as well. But I'm not like a super name brand guy, you know. This is the first climate equipment that I've ever owned. It just happened to be these two. Like, I didn't buy one and decided I need to buy, you know, the other piece of the system. I didn't need it to be a Climate. It just, they were both reasonably priced in my opinion, and worked for my budget. And that being said, they have worked really well. I have pretty comfortably slept in the upper teens. You know, obviously with long johns and some thick socks on and a beanie, but yeah, I really can't complain. It's really easy to go out and spend $200-300 on a sleeping bag, just on the sleeping bag itself. So you figure for about $170 for these two items. I thought that was a good deal. You know, there's no reason to spend a fortune on this kind of stuff. My lighting is a Harbor Freight little magnetic light that sticks right to the truck bed. You can get those free with a coupon or $50. About 10 minutes before I'm ready to come lay down in here, I will turn on my Mr. Heater little buddy. Like I said, about 7 to 10 minutes. I turn it on and just kind of let the bed of the truck start warming up. As far as how safe this is, I've heard mixed reviews. Some guys swear by camping with them. Other people will tell you not to. This thing allegedly has a low oxygen sensor, so it will shut off in the event that oxygen levels drop and you get a strong presence of carbon monoxide. Again, I don't sleep with it on, and I don't have the best seal on my truck bed, so I do kind of have a little bit of a draft, if you will. This thing does have an anti-tip sensor. I'm not sure how it works, but it works pretty well. You can tell that it's on now, and she's out, just like that. That being said, I wouldn't really rely on that, because that the grate is still hot, so it could definitely melt my sleeping pad, melt my tarp, melt my sleeping bag or my rubber, catch the paper towels on fire, any number of things. As far as this milk crate, I just keep random things that I kind of frequently use. So paper towels, constantly using those. My Crocs are kind of nice to have, back here if you ain't crocking, you ain't rocking. I tried to avoid getting in the Croc game for a while, but there's no getting out now. The hatchet, I just kind of keep back here if I'm gonna have a fire. I do keep a regular spray bottle. That's just an empty spray bottle I bought from AutoZone, and I fill it with a little bit of dish soap and some water, and I just use that for spraying off my cutting board, washing my hands, cleaning the cooler, anything that just kind of needs a little soap and water, and then you can take a water bottle and rinse it off afterwards. And I keep another propane tank back here. Keep an extra bottle of engine oil and a funnel back here as well. And then my cooler will kind of slide back here as well, and there's space for all that. One thing that I have not done yet that I can't recommend enough is going ahead and somewhat insulating, or at least blocking out the light from these windows. It's not so much of a big deal when you're out here, you know, on BLM land or what have you, but for the first time I did try sleeping in a truck, what would that be called, a truck stop, and it kind of took the fun out of truck camping, because I wasn't really camping. I was just a dude sleeping in the bed of his truck. I had a lot of lights from the parking lot coming in. There was a lot of noise. There was a lot of road noise at that point too. And so just it wasn't ideal to me. I felt a little bit vulnerable. My camper top doesn't lock. I got it that way, and I just haven't, haven't put money into it. So I definitely would recommend maybe doing some sort of sun blocker or something, which is definitely cheap enough and easy enough for me to do in the future. So anyways, that's pretty much what works out for me. Gets me out here. I'm not that far out here, to be honest with you. I'm not that far off the main road, but I do, get to have a spectacular sunset and, wake up to, just kind of the nothingness, So anyways, that's it. Definitely get out there. I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot of money, as you can see. I try to do this as cheaply as possible, and I hope I'm able to pass those savings off to you guys as well. Anyways, take it easy.